Hi guys, it's me again, and I'm in my same clothes. I got such a busy week coming up, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna sit down and do my pre-records tonight. It's Sunday evening. My girls had prom last night, and I was not last night. Yeah, well, last night to me. By the time you watch this, I don't know what day it'll be, but they had proms last night, Saturday night, and they looked so stunning. My husband and I were like, "Oh my god, they look like little women. They don't look like our girls anymore." I feel so old. But anyway, um, so I got a busy week coming up, and I got my husband's in the field today. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna take advantage of the kind of quiet because they're still dead asleep, and I am going to get my pre-records done. So I just got done filming the Dumpling Doll Showcase, the Cupcake Corner. Super cute dolls. I love that series. And then now I thought I want to show you guys. I have finished. Remember a couple videos back I told you guys that I was going to start spending more time crocheting for myself. Not taking away from YouTube crochet, but I want to crochet what makes me happy for me. And show you guys. So I decided I was going to do a big project and then a little projects and then a big project and a couple little projects. So I have that to show you guys. I finished a large, two little, and I bought a large. I'm super excited to show you guys this. And then I ordered from Temu. And I actually made two orders. So I'm going to show you a couple of things crochet related that I bought from Temu and I love everything I got. It was totally worth it. That's a rabbit hole that, holy cow, by the time you realize it, you've probably spent way too much money, but that's me. No, I didn't mean that. Not like that I spend way too much money, but I could see how somebody else would be like, yes, 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 yes. So yeah, that's what today's video is going to be about. Just showing you guys some of my makes. We're just chatting with Alana. How's that? It's another chatting with Alana. I need to go through and organize my videos and be like, okay, this is a Chattin' with Alana episode. This is a showcase episode. This is a, I don't know. Anyway, so let me just get started. I'm going to show you guys my two small makes first. Oh, jeez. Okay, so this first one, I actually made this out of crochet. I crocheted embroidery floss, and I made it after. What did I? Oh, no, I made it before I did the little granny square pins that I did a tutorial on. Well, I mean, it's just a granny square and you glue it to a pin, but one of them I made out of embroidery floss that I split. So I decided I want to make a dress out of embroidery floss. So I made one. I'm getting our camera ready for my troll. Ta-da! Isn't she pretty? I did her hair. See her little wispy hangy downs right here. And then I gave her little bangs. And then I twisted it all up at the top. She's got a bunch of bobby pins in the back, but but it's just a simple little design. I mean, ooh, I caught a piece right there. I just worked the, a collar, split that for the armholes, and then started my pattern. It's very similar to my clothespin angel, that dress. It's very similar to that. And then I just put the little ties in the back. I didn't want to put a button or anything on there. And then I made a little flower and then put a French knot in the middle of it for her hair decoration, which I see a piece of it's kind of flopped over, but that's okay. So that's her. If I remember right, this troll is actually a set that I got from an antique store. That just remembered that I want to go get something to show you from that store too. Anyway, they were sold as a set. It was a blue one and a red-headed one, and they were Chippendales, and they had the bow tie collar, like the bow tie choker on, and it had a bow on it, and then they had no shirt, and then they had little black shorts. I was like, well, I'm gonna make you a girl, but I'm pretty sure I put the little Chippendale outfit up. I don't know where I put it. I'm gonna have to dig around and find it, but put the blue one back in the Chippendale outfit and set it next to her. But anyway, so that's my first little make. And here's my second one, which this one took a tad bit longer. And I honestly, I think I should have used a different color, but I'm okay with that. So here she is. Ta-da! How cute. Oh, it's raining. My husband will be home soon. No more planting for him. Anyway, so here she is in her little sun hat. Which the sun hat I was a little iffy about, so I thought, you know what, if I lay it to the side, kind of like, you know, it's just setting on her head just like this, and then I pinned it on her head so it doesn't fall off. Not too bad. I'm still a little iffy about it, but I love everything else. Her little booties, the little bow in the front of her dress, and her umbrella is made from a part of me, I mean, obviously I know pipe cleaners, but it's been a little bit since I've made this. And what I think I did, I took floral wire and made the handle of the umbrella and then wrapped it in pipe cleaner, and then I just kind of like tied it to her hand. If you guys can hear that, I actually think it's sleeting a little bit. I can hear it tinking off my window right here. Yeah. Can you hear it? Uh-oh. Anyway, so then what I did was made the little inside, and then I hot glued it together, and then put little bows on every one of the little picot areas, so it kind of hid the end of the pipe cleaners. And then she stands. I don't know if I can get her to stand in my hand. There. I have her on the top of my bookshelf. I don't know, a part of me wishes I would have chose, instead of yellow, maybe went with a blue to match her eyes, or maybe well, I don't know about purple, but maybe a pink or like a fuchsia or a blush color to make her eyes pop more. But I'm happy with her. And I think I have another one this size, so I could do that. And I just remembered another little project I forgot to go grab real quick. But anyway, so this is her little back. I just tied it. I didn't want to do buttons. All right, so let me set her down. Oh no, now she doesn't want to stand. Dang it. All right. Okay, so I'm going to pause my video real quick, and I am going to go get the two things that I wanted to show you that I forgot. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So now, this little thing that I made, I shouldn't say thing, but what I thought about doing is doing a tutorial off of it. And I probably will, but when, I don't know when I'm going to be able to get to it, because I have so many things on my list to get through. What I'm honestly doing is I have a stack of whips to get done, for tutorial wise, and I'm sick of looking at it, so that's what I've been doing lately, is working through that stack of whips. And some of them are taking quite a bit, so I'm having to do little quickie tutorials to, you know, try to fill in the time to get through all of these. But this is one that I want to do. When I get to it, I don't know. But so this is what I bought. Oh, I got a burp from my coffee. Sorry. All right, so this is what I bought. I'm pretty sure I've shown her before. She has a booty, but I was so excited when I saw her at the antique store that I just grabbed her and held her in my arms to pay for her. And then by the time I got home to put her on my shelf with my other little Cupid dolls, I realized she was missing a booty. So I put the other one up. I don't know what I did with it, but so what I did was I decided I want to make one for, I'm trying to put it on my finger, for one of the cuties I have. So I recreated her little dress and made her little booties. So this is a, well, poop. I don't remember how tall this Cupie is. What is that? Probably 5.5 inches? I don't know. Anyway, so I recreated her little dress, and their heads are like this. So what I'm trying to do is get that stuck in there. So there, that looks better. But I thought she was cute. I mean, I just basically just picked apart the stitches on this one and made this one. And I thought, you know, do a tutorial on it, but it's just finding time. But I will. So if you come across, oh, you know what? I have a tape measure. If you guys decide to go to antique stores, to thrift stores, to resale shops, anything like that, flea markets, what on earth is that? Flea markets or anything like that, look for these Cupid dolls, and I will do a tutorial to make a little dress. So this one is, oh wow, okay, 6.5 inches. She's 6.5 inches from that little peak right there to the bottom of her feet. 6.5 inches. So if you come across one of those, a Cupid that's 6.5 inches, get it, and I will do a tutorial eventually. So that's her. And then the other thing I wanted to show was, I don't know if you guys remember in my last, well, I don't know what video it was, I showed you guys the doll head, and I was like, I don't know what to do with it. I don't know what to do with it. And then it hit me. I decided what I was going to do was something that I had seen a person in a resale shop or a flea market, antique mall kind of thing. What she had done was taken a doll head and she cut a hole in the top of it and then crocheted succulents coming from it, like a little planter. So I did that with mine, and I didn't like it. There's something about it. I don't know what it was. I just didn't like it. So the next time we went to that antique store, I looked over at this woman's little booth, and she had 2 of them, and I bought one because I was like, I don't need both of them. So I bought one, and I'm super happy because this is what I was going for when I tried to make mine. But that's this. Isn't it cute? So it's got this little, I have no idea what that is. And then I think this is like the hen and chicks. I have a bunch of these outside. And then bamboo, maybe? I don't know. But I just think that's so cute. I hope this is my thumbnail. I think that's so funny. Okay, but anyways, this is what I was trying to create whenever I cut the hole in my doll's head and then made the string of pearls coming out of it. It's just, I don't know. I don't know if it's the doll head, the way I cut it, I don't know. Something about it I just didn't like, so I pulled it apart and then I bought this instead. Because this is what I wanted. So this is what sits by my work computer. I know. I'm an odd duck, but I love it. So there's that. All right, so now here is the large project that I finished that I'm going to have to tell you the truth. Making it was fun. Making it was a lot of fun. When I got done, I wasn't feeling it. I don't know. There's something about it, again, that I was just like, I don't know. And I was talking to a friend of mine, and she's like, it's beautiful. And I just kept telling her, like, I don't see I don't know. But anyway, I'm glad I got her done. And once I, kind of fluffed her up a different way, I kind of liked her more, but I don't know. I'll show you guys. So this, I have the pattern for her. I bought it off. What this is was an entire set that I bought off of eBay. It came with everything I needed to make it, besides the yarn, and then obviously like the glue and stuff. Yeah. So I bought her and I made her. So this is the Queen of Pearls. Ta-da! Wow, seeing her on camera like this, I kind of like her a little better than I did. So one part that drives me nuts is this bead section right here. It bugs me that, I don't know, it doesn't look like it's laying right. Like, I wish it would lay symmetrical with the middle of her. I don't know. But anyway, so this is her. There's her crown. Her hair's a little wonky right there. And the pearls go all the way around. And these are all popcorn stitches. And then I glued all of these pearls on. Like this, I wish... Really? There's a lot of hot glue on this thing to get all the pearls to stay. I thought about taking my blow dryer and getting the hot glue to melt a little bit and pull the pearls off and redo them, but I was so ready to be done with this thing. Well, and also these strings of pearls, they were, I don't want to say wadded up, but like tied up in a bag and they had probably been, well, this pattern was from 90, I put it up now, but I think it was like 90, 94, 95, 96 or something like that. And I think that string of pearls had been tied like that since 94, whenever. So whenever I made this, I couldn't get like the kinks out of the string of pearls. I even took my heat gun and like tried heating the pearls, and then, you know, try to make them lay straight, and it still would not lay straight. So, I mean, and then see how some of it's a little longer than the others. I don't know. Just those pearls were a pain in the ass. Anyway, so this is my large make that I finally finished. I mean, I feel like everything that I've said is negative towards her, because I love her. I think she's gorgeous. It's just, I feel like I could have done better, and to fix it is going to take a lot of time, and I don't want to do that. So, here she is. This is my Queen of Pearls. Alright, so that was my large finish. I don't know where I can set her right now. Now, my purchased next large project. Let me tell you. This, I'm so excited to show you guys this, because it's big. Well, let me show you the book. Okay, so this is what I ordered, or what I bought. This big canopy bed. And it's for Barbies. I think I have that Barbie. I'm not 100. Well, is this it? No, that's not her. Anyway. Now, normally I would not be very interested in this, just because a lot of intricate work, don't have time for it, not interested in it. But the reason I bought it was because I found it on, I shouldn't say I found it. It found me on Etsy, and it's halfway done already. So the story is that a mom and her daughter started it and never got the time to finish it. So she was selling it for somebody that would take the time to finish it. And I was like, I'll do it. So I ordered it and she shipped it to me. and I'm going to show you what it looks like so far. So I'm going to pause the video because it's going to take me a second to try to pick it up and get it back over here. So I'll be right back. Okay, so here is the canopy bed. Oh, I'm trying not to let it fall apart. Look at that! There's so much she's already gotten done. She's already got the whole bed made, the canopy part of the bed done. All I gotta do is finish crocheting. Now she did have, if you can tell at the top, can you see those pineapples right there? I don't know if you can see those. She did have that done down here. I did pull it apart because I want it to be a little bit bigger. So I pulled it apart and then I'm going to redo it. And I'm trying to reach my skein. Okay. And I'm going to redo it so it's a little bit bigger. I'm going to set this down now so that the pineapples right here come down farther, because hers was about right here and I want it to be a little bit farther. So I went up a hook size and I'm going to redo that. So all I have to do is make, where's it at? The mattress piece, the blanket, this piece, and then the pillows, and then finish the actual canopy part. You see how big it is here, but on, you know, hers it's just not that long. So I'm like, I probably could just go up a hook and a half and make it bigger and make it come down longer. And she gave me the ribbon to make the bows. So this is my next big project that I'm trying to get done. This is going to take me a little bit longer, I think, than my other larger projects. Yeah, so if you see this picture right here, see the piece of foam, and they crochet around the foam for the mattress. I'll have to do that. But I'm super excited to get that done. I think it's going to be really, really cool. Where am I going to put it? I haven't the slightest clue. I have no idea where I'd put it. But it's cool. So that's all of my makes and my soon to be completed large project. Now I want to show you what I got from Temu, which not a whole lot, but I mean, most of what I ordered wasn't just crochet related. Other things are like for the kitchen or for my husband or this and that. But the things I did order that's crochet related, I do want to show you guys. So let me grab that real quick. Well, I actually do have some things to show you guys that's not crochet related that I thought was pretty cool, but that's just me. So, this is not one of them. I don't know why that's there. So, the first thing I wanted to get is I have, and I probably will always, well, not anymore. I think I'm done. But I am always on a hunt for clover hooks, but like a generic kind. So, you know, you've got your boy, you've got Clover, and you got Susan Bates, and then, you know, the cheap knockoffs in between there are either going to be more towards the boy or more towards the Susan Bates kind of style. Well, I wanted to find a good cheap, I about dropped them, a good cheap comparison to Clover. So I saw two sets, and I thought, okay, so one set that I saw looked just like a set of Clovers, and then another set that I saw looks just like a set of tulip crochet hooks that I have. So I bought them and I tried them out. I'm separating the sets. Hold on just a second. And they're not exactly like Clover or tulips, but they're close enough that I'm not disappointed with them. Okay, I'll say that. So I bought this set that looks just like the tulip set. And I bought this set that looks exactly like the Clovers. And I mean, they're close. They're not exactly the same. I don't think I have. Oh, yeah. I have a, what is this? A 2.25? Yep, right here. So they're not exactly the same, but they are comparable. I'll say that. I mean, you're obviously never going to find an exact, what am I trying to say? Like the exact knockoff of a clover. You're never going to find that. These hooks are amazing, and they're amazing for a reason, because you can never find anything like them. But I will say what I will do with these is replace the boy set that I put in our vehicles. So when I travel and I crochet and I accidentally forget my crochet hook, I have these. And I'd be okay with going straight from a clover hook on a project to these, to back to a clover on a project, and knowing that my project's not going to have a huge difference in my work, if you know what I mean. Like, it's not going to be a huge difference. So, am I disappointed with them? No. The price I paid for them, I'm happy with. Dang it. I'm happy with them. I mean, they're cheapies. It's going to go in my vehicles, so when we travel and I accidentally forget my crochet hook, I'm okay. So I bought that set, or both of these sets. I keep having a hair in my fingers. So I got that. And then I've seen these scissors. Now, they have a bunch of different sets, and I will say I have more that I don't need to bring out. They're exactly the same, just different colors. They're a little larger than I expected, but they're perfect. They're sharp. If you can hear that. I mean, they get the job done. They cut yarn. And I've got some right here that I actually bought from Temu. This is Ceremal. It's 142 yards. Wow, it's really bright on camera. In real life, it's not that bright at all. 100% acrylic. I mean, just a little skein. I got 2 of them, and it's really nice yarns. I don't have a problem with it. But I mean, just to show you guys, these scissors work great. So, happy with that. I will probably get more just to stash around the different places in my life that I crochet. What are you doing? So yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting perfection, but I'm happy with them. I think they're nice. And then I got some of these little snippers. I've never had any of these before. And, where's that end? Oh, here it is. So, I mean, if you just grab them and you snip like that, it's not going to cut. But if I put pressure one way and pressure the other way, they snip. So, use them right, maybe. They work pretty good. So I got a couple of those. And then I've never had one of these before, and I wanted to try it, and they were cheap, and I thought I'm just going to pay for them. And what they are is just these little digital row or stitch counters, and they work, which I was kind of like, really? I thought for sure this would come in and not work, but it works. So you just press count, and it's at 1, and then it keeps track, and then it has the light, and the light just goes off after a while, and you just keep counting. It's so weird because looking at it in my camera, it says 05. But I know that this is 20. And it's got this little, it's supposed to go on your finger, but I am not wearing this on my finger while I crochet. It's like, no thanks. I'll put it like, I'll probably hook it and then put it on a little chain. There. And just keep it with me. So I am going to, I haven't done this yet, but what I'm going to do is actually just, it's at 20 right now. So I'm just going to let it set and let it shut off, and then see if it, whenever I push the little counter, if it starts at 21. But I am actually, since I've got this yarn out, I'm actually going to take one of these hooks and show you crocheting with it. if you're a clover person, this is pretty, I mean, it's obviously not clover, but it's pretty decently close. You're not going to have that slide like you have with the clover, because that metal is so nice and smooth. But like I said, when in a pinch, when I accidentally forget my crochet hook, these are perfect. All right, so let me get these put up. And what else? Oh, okay. Okay, so I bought I bought a tape measure just because I thought it was cute. And it's, I mean, works pretty good. It's a tape measure. And it's that like a stuffed leather. I don't know if you can hear that. Anyway, so that's one side. That's one side. I swear I ordered more, but I haven't looked on my my orders, but I thought I ordered more than one of these. I don't know. But then I ordered this black one. Another one. Works just like you'd expect. So this next couple of items I'm going to show you, I actually are not crochet related, but I'm super happy with them, and I'm glad I got them because I love these. And one of them is this cat brush. This thing, okay, so I have 3 cats in my house. I have a short-haired Russian blue, it's churchy, and then I have an older long-haired tabby, and then I have a smaller long-haired tabby that he was real sickly when we found him, when my husband found him and fell in love with him, and we nursed him back to health and got him to the vet, and he's always just been like a little runt. Like I'm pretty sure he was probably the runt of the litter, and the mom abandoned it, and my husband found it and fell in love with it, and we raised him. And so he's long-haired, but he's like a thinner long hair. But his name is Little Buddy. So if I don't know where he's at right now. I don't think he'd come if I call him anyway. But my old man, my long-haired fuzzy butt, he is a very thick long-haired cat, and this brush is perfect on him. I ran this through him, across his back, probably like 3 or 4 swipes, and he just was like purring and meowing, and when I stopped, he'd like bite my hand like, you ain't done yet. So I'd brush him and brush him and brush him, and it was just packed with hair. And then you push this back, and it pushes all that hair to the front, and you just pull it off, throw it away, and then go back to brushing him. So this was totally worth the money. I love this cat brush. I thought that is clever, and my cat just loves it. Now Churchy, he likes it too, but he doesn't have enough hair for it to do much more than another cat brush I have would do. But for a thick long-haired cat, or a dog, I mean, even like a long hair, well, not long hair, but longer haired dog, like the thick fur. What immediately comes to my mind is that my girls' friend down the street has a husky. This would be perfect on him. It'd be full in like 3 swipes, but I thought I'd show you that because that's pretty cool. And then the next one, okay, so for those of you that don't know, I recently, quick story. A couple years ago, quit smoking. I quit smoking cold turkey. My body went haywire, and one thing that was a big problem was that my eustachian tube from my ear to my throat, or my nose, wherever it goes, it swelled up and it filled with fluid, and it would not drain. And I took Claritin every night, or whatever it was. Is it Claritin? I think it is. And wouldn't drain, wouldn't go away. So finally I told my ear, nose, and throat doctor, I was like, it's not draining. It's still there. I can hear the fluid every time I turn my head. And sometimes it would get so bad that I was lose feeling in my fingertips, and I'd get real dizzy. So finally he's like, you know what? We're putting a tube in your ear. And I was like, oh, like now? And he's like, yeah, right now. We're going to put a tube in your ear. So he put some drops in there and put a tube in, and it drained out. And I have occasional issues with it, but not too bad. But one thing that I saw on Temu that I was just like, I want to get this. I think this is so cool. So what I did was I bought this. This is a camera that goes in your ear, and then the little hoop thing, this not hoop, but the little curved edge is supposed to like clean out the earwax, which, I mean, I clean my ears all the time. I really don't have much earwax, but I wanted it because I wanted to see the tube, and I got it in there and I held it just right, and it'll film and it'll take pictures and take video. And I took video, but I'm not showing you guys the video of the inside of my ear. That's disgusting. So I'm just going to insert right here a screenshot of the tube they put in my ear that I took with from the video of my ear camera. So this is pretty cool if you want to see the inside of your ear. So I'll insert here the picture. So isn't that neat? I don't know. I just wanted to show you guys that. And then another thing I bought was something that I wanted for my channel. I want to make sure I don't show. Something I wanted for my channel for thumbnails for when I make baby dresses or baby clothes or baby items. And I have dolls that I could put the clothes on that fit, you know, besides my mannequins that I always use, that fit, that I could use in my thumbnails, but they're older and they're not very cute, and I'm sure some people would be a little disturbed by them. So what I saw on Temu, I thought about before I ordered it, and then finally I broke down and I ordered. And when it was delivered and I opened the box, I fell in love. She's so cute. So I named her Abby. So I'm going to show you guys Abby. Ta-da! Isn't she adorable? She's got the fattest little face. You just want to snuggle it, even though it's a doll. I mean, oh, I was so happy with it. I can't stop showing you that little fat face. Isn't that cute? So, she came, like, she's just got like a squishy body, and then a squishy plastic, and then a little squishy face. And she came with this onesie and this little bow. And she came with a magnet pacifier. And she came with a diaper and a little bottle, which is across the room. I'm not going to grab that. And then a little birth certificate and I think it's just like a little label on a gold little strap. But I was so happy. She's 24 inches. I haven't actually tried her in any of my Granimal clothes to actually see if she's like a 0 to 3 or a 3 to 6. If I had to guess, I think she's a 3 to 6. This little onesie doesn't have a tag in it or anything. I think she's a 3 to 6. So I think my next order is going to be so she's 24, so I think I'm going to go for a 20 inch and see how she, see how it fits. See if like that'd be more appropriate for a 0 to 3, and then go from there, getting smaller ones. But I was so happy. I thought she was adorable. Is she so squishy? I don't know. Anyway, I know I probably look like a weirdo squeezing it, but that's it. That's what I wanted to show you guys. I'm about ready to go eat some. I'm hungry. So I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys thought about my little Abby and all my other little projects and my purchases. I hope I didn't gross any of you guys out showing you my tube in my ear, but how many people can say they've showed thousands of people their tube in their ear? Anyway, so I totally forgot. If you guys are still here, look. I pushed the button and it went back to 20. So it does work. Okay, bye. Subscribe if you haven't. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think about everything I bought. And hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.